June 2025, after 12 days of war between Iran and Israel, the US joined in and bombed Iran's nuclear facilities. The aim was to slow down Iran's nuclear work. But now, months later, something surprising has happened. A recent report from the UN's nuclear watchdog shows that as of June 13, Iran held 440 kilograms of uranium enriched up to 60%. That is 32.3 kg more than in mid-May. That 60% uranium is just a short step away from weapons grade. Some scientists warn that just 40 kg of 60% of enriched uranium, if further processed, could make a crude nuclear bomb. So even though the strikes were supposed to cripple Iran's nuclear program, its highly enriched uranium stock grew. So how did that happen? One factor is that Iran cut back on cooperation with inspectors after the attack. There is limited verification now about how much uranium is where. Also, some reports say Iran moved material out of key sites before the bombing. Now, the US is demanding that Iran hand over all enriched uranium in order to lift some sanctions. Iran has strongly rejected that demand, calling it unfair and unacceptable. At the same time, the UN has reimposed earlier sanctions, arms ban, limits on uranium enrichment, freezing of assets. This snapback mechanism was triggered by Britain, France and Germany. Iran condemned the sanction as illegal. Inside Iran, people worry about the economy. The rial, their currency, is crashing. Price of food, fuel and daily goods are rising sharply. Many fear deeper hardship. While all this happens, Russia and Iran signed a $25 billion deal to build 4 nuclear power reactors inside Iran. It is historic and strategic deal. The US accuses Iran of dangerous nuclear ambitions. Yet Russia is helping build more nuclear plants there. And on the global stage, Netanyahu is in Washington meeting Trump, who has just recently unveiled a 21-point plan to resolve war in Gaza. Trump also met Arab leaders on the sidelines of UN General Assembly, trying to push a new balance in the Middle East. But Iran is largely excluded from these negotiations. So the big question standing in front of us, why is Iran barred from enriching uranium, even though it says it wants peaceful use for power, medicine, and research? Why is Russia allowed to partner with Iran while the US and its allies isolate Iran? Is world diplomacy being fair, or is it full of power games? Let me leave you with this: 12 days of war, tons of bombs, lots of killing and infrastructure damage, high fear about the war spreading in the region, and threats of sanctions. And yet, Iran's high grade uranium rose anyway. Does that mean bombing doesn't work, or that strategies used by the powerful countries are broken? Thank you for watching.